So 2 years ago, I started my YouTube channel as a way for me to express myself comfortably. I started off 0 subscribers, and what made me feel comfortable at the time was that I knew that I had no subscribers and no one would be looking at my content. It was for me. I did it because I wanted to do it. I wasn't expecting anyone to watch my videos or anything, so I found comfort in that. I'd share my videos with people I knew from work, my friends, family, so I'd get views from them, which was cool. I still felt comfortable. My first video that I uploaded on my channel actually was me assembling a cat tree for my cat Muffin, and I thought it was so cringe after I uploaded it. So it's still on YouTube, it's just not visible to the public. I had got like 55 views on it. I got 55 views on it, and I thought it was just so cringe because I criticize myself a lot. Like, I noticed things that could have been better, but instead of seeing that as an opportunity to improve, I took it personally. I was like, ugh. So I took it down. Then after that, I did my 20 things I learned at 20. It was a long video, so I also didn't expect people to look at that either. I uploaded that video for me. I wanted to share the 20 things that I learned at 20 for myself. And I uploaded that cat video for myself. Then after that, we have the resources I use to study Japanese. I posted that video on a whim right before I was leaving for Japan, because I've been studying Japanese on and off by myself for a long time. And as I was reflecting on my experience on the different resources I use, I thought it would be really interesting to talk about it. So that's why I made that video, not expecting any attention from that either. I was in Japan and I had checked YouTube and I saw the views coming in, and I was like, what is this? What is going on? It was crazy. And while I was in Japan, I thought it would be interesting to share my experience. My friends and family wanted to know about my experience. I also thought it would be interesting to talk about. So I documented some experiences while I was in Japan, not expecting to get the attention that I did. So yeah, my intention wasn't to become this YouTuber for study abroad content. I'm just a girl living my life. But before I made this YouTube channel, I had this Instagram account. I started from scratch. I didn't follow anybody either. I was just posting stuff about myself or stuff that I wanted to put out there. I wanted a space for me to feel safe to express myself. And I didn't follow anybody back because it was a choice. If you're following me, it's because you want to, not with the expectation that I'll follow you back and we're mutual, we're friends. It was for me. And then that's when my YouTube channel came along. It was supposed to be a safe space for me to talk about whatever it is that I wanted to talk about. And if you chose to subscribe, it's because you wanted to. For whatever reason, you thought what I had to say was interesting. You decide to subscribe, like the video, whatever it is. This is for me. I feel like my social skills have slightly improved over the last 2 years. At first, I considered myself to be introverted. Like, I didn't want to socialize with people. I preferred to keep to myself. But now that I find myself wanting to get out of my comfort zone and communicate with others, I find it to be very difficult. I overthink a lot, and it's really frustrating. But I just take things one day at a time. And that's why I decided to make this video as well. Just to be myself and talk about my experiences. I also want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Everyone who's been supporting me throughout my journey. Thank you for encouraging me. Definitely not what I expected when I started doing this, but I really appreciate it. I think I might make my video with Muffin visible just to see the growth from, oh, this was my first video, to this is what the content looks like now, you know? I'll think about it. Since I've been back from Japan, life has changed so suddenly, and I really haven't had the time to upload like that. The biggest change is that I got a scholarship to go back to school, which I am so excited and so grateful for. I actually just completed my first semester, and this is really exciting and big for me because after I graduated high school, I did go to college for a little bit, but I knew at the time that I didn't want to go to college because of how I viewed school at the time. But after being outside the education system and getting real world experience, my perception of school has changed, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to go back and learn things and gain skills. So that's what's been going on in my life these days. I do work, so I'm only a part-time student. Once I get more comfortable, I think I'll transition to full-time. But right now, I'm just a part-time student. And with that being said, I won't be going back to Japan anytime soon until I graduate. Hopefully that'll be in 2026. But going back to Japan and going back to language school is definitely something that I hold in my heart. There's a lot of things that I would do, that I want to do differently when I go back. For example, I didn't socialize that much with my classmates. I wish that I did, and I asked more questions about them and their various backgrounds. I was very, very shy, very timid. When I went to Japan, I kept to myself. Other people would come to me and ask me questions, and that would be that would have been the only time that I got to know more about other people, especially in our paired assignments in class. That's when I got to talk to various people. But I wish I just went up to more people and introduced myself, asked about them, learned more about where they're from, their interests. That would have been a great way to practice my language skills as well. But I was just so nervous. I kept to myself, but I was very grateful to talk to the people that I did and even make a friend. That was awesome. But for the most part, what I'd change or what I'd want to do for my experience going back is just being less afraid, be more confident, be more present in the moment and not so much in my head about things. Anything else that I want to talk about? I do have some more videos planned for the new year, so I'm so excited about that. I have a notebook dedicated to video ideas, and I need to get a new computer because for some reason my laptop just died on me. It's charged. I held the button for 10 seconds. I looked up the Apple support. I mean, it is a fairly old laptop. It's from 2017. But I don't know. I also bought it refurbished. I've had it for 3 years. That could be a thing. I don't know. Regardless, I have to get a laptop. I don't have to. I'd like to have a laptop as far as like editing, and even for school. I've been using my iPad since my laptop doesn't work. And I'd also like to get a vlogging camera. Right now I'm using my iPad to record. I had vlogs that I wanted to upload. I had them saved on my computer. I don't know if I was signed in on CapCut or not. If I was, I might be able to recover them, but if not, then I just don't have them anymore. I do still have the original footage, so I could just edit everything over again. But they were really interesting. Maybe when I get that taken care of, I can upload those shorts. But yeah, that's what's been up with me. I hope you all have been doing well, and I hope everyone has a happy holiday and a happy, safe, prosperous new year.